Hey guys, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. Talking today about recovery step off of an overhead. Okay, I would pose this question to most of you, and I would think you would answer similar to what I would agree with. After an overhead that you've hit from around the service line, maybe a little behind the service line, I think a lot of you would find that your momentum keeps going back. Maybe it stays put. But I think a lot of you guys do not end up coming back towards the net like you're supposed to after an overhead. And that's kind of generally what we consider the recovery step off an overhead, is moving back in towards the net. So there's not really a specific piece of footwork I'm looking for out of you guys, more so the philosophy that an overhead is meant to be an offensive shot. So even if I don't hit it great, what does it look like to my opponents when I'm set like this? I'm definitely kind of freaking them out that I'm about to hit a ball with an overhead motion. So if it doesn't come off great, no big deal. I generally think the return of an overhead is one of kind of the toughest shots in tennis for most people. So I don't want you guys too concerned with hitting overheads from the service line or a little bit deeper and not having them necessarily be really strong shots. But use that footwork coming back into the court right after you hit the shot to keep the play alive, that you're trying to stay on offense, trying to keep the pressure on the opponent. All right, so here's kind of the first look I want you to see. This is how I would consider you guys to be doing it more often than not right now. I'm gonna go hit the overhead. I ended up right here, and then a lot of you guys will just stay right here. So now I'm close to no man's land. In comes another ball, and my next shot is a low volley from no man's land. That's such a tough position to be in. You guys almost a lot of times want to start running back to the baseline after that. So don't base running forward after the overhead on how well or how poor you hit the overhead. Just get yourselves moving in. All right, so take a look now. Here we go. I'm going to start moving back. You guys can see I didn't hit a great overhead, but the fact that I'm closing in has me thinking on offense. And again, my opponent, I'm not necessarily thinking that they know whether I'm going to hit the overhead great or not. A lot of times I'll get a floating volley hit back to me. Let's see it one more time. All right, so that move I make, you guys, you can see, I hit the overhead and I try to just let that right foot back off just a smidge to get almost in that stance like a runner starting a race. And I just push off, the hands are up, and I'm looking to close out that next volley. All right, so it's not a specific piece of footwork, but more the philosophy. Get yourselves getting closer to the net after the overhead to try to stay on offense around the net. All right, so I hope that was helpful for you guys. Please click like below this video, and if you guys happen to be watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks, and we'll see you guys soon.